When you think of AI, odds are that you think of something like this, or even this. Okay, well, how about this cute little guy? You can get this AI guy on Amazon. But what if you search AI motorcycles online? You could get ones like this, or this, or this. How about this one? You get futuristic ones like this, or a cool background like this. What happens when you take a cool old bike and have AI do a modern interpretation of it? Let's start with some bikes where a modern version already exists to see how AI does. Then we will get to some true classics and even generate AI video of them being ridden. Take this 1980 Ducati 900 SS. Quite a beautiful bike. Here's a modern version that is produced today, the Monster 900. I think it looks pretty cool, but I think it could be better. Let's see what AI thinks a modern version looks like. All right, well, that's pretty cool. It keeps the engine the same, but it adds a radiator. The front fairing appears to be a matte carbon fiber and a linear headlight on the front. I think a round headlight would look better personally, but I like this better than the current Ducati Monster 900. Now, let's take a look at the Triumph Thruxton. This is a 1965 Bonneville Thruxton. It's a pretty good looking bike. And then the modern version looks like this. I'm partial to this bike as I own one, and I think Triumph knocked it out of the park. Then now let's look at the AI version. It's almost the same. I think AI could have referenced the modern Triumphs when it created this image, but I think it looks pretty good. Now, for our final comparison before we get to what you really came to see, this is the BSA Gold Star. Quite an attractive bike if you ask me. All right, well, let's take a look at the modern version that exists today. All right, they kept the timing side, looks the same. They added a front disc brake, and honestly, I think they did a pretty good job with it. They kept it pretty true to its roots. Now for the AI version, it's similar styling, but looks like AI really messed up the engine. The timing cover looks like a Triumph. Those fork boots in the middle of the inverted forks is honestly quite strange. They do nothing as the fork seal is quite a bit lower. All right, now let's do a take on 3 classic and iconic motorcycles and see how AI makes the modern versions. We have the Laverda Jota, we have the Ariel Square 4, and the mighty Vincent Black Shadow. Here is a rendering of a modern take of the Jota. I think this looks pretty good. They kept it as the triple, they did some modern inverted forks, and a modern style frame. Overall, pretty good, I think. Now, for the Square 4. I like the spoked wheels. The engine doesn't look quite right to me, but at least it has a similar shaped timing cover. Overall, not bad, but I think the engine is wrong. For the Vincent Black Shadow, I have a couple of images created for it as I think it's a special bike to a lot of people and it's a very iconic bike. This first one right here I think looks very muscly. That timing cover looks right to me. I like the colors that it has. I just wish it had a more traditional exhaust of the Vincent, but I think it's a pretty good overall. Now this is another one that I had generated. The first thing that sticks out to me is the exhaust is on the wrong side of the other, is wrong on the other side of the bike. It's sticking out like a parallel twin rather than the V-twin that it is. I like the colors, the seat, the tank. Looks good. Also like the spoked wheels and the headlight. They kept a similar shaped timing cover, so I think that's acceptable. And you'll also notice that the engine on this is not a stressed member of the frame like a Vincent, so a bit of a change there, but overall I think it looks pretty good. I had a couple of images made of someone riding this. This first one looks pretty good. And now the second one has the exhaust all wrong. If we look closely, there's 3 pipes coming out of the front of the bike. One looks like it's coming out of the radiator. And again, like before, the left side exhaust pipe would not be coming out of that on a V-twin engine. Now, let's get to the videos.
Nothing like a mountain road and a good bike.
All right, this first video with the Jota, it's a pretty good video. And then the second one, he's going way entirely too slow for this to be realistic. It seems like he's struggling, but it's kind of cool to see this. All right, let's get to the next one. Well, that was funny. He nearly runs into the wall. It's obvious AI video, but it's still cool to see. All right, let's get to the Black Shadow videos now.
Nothing like a clean stretch of mountain asphalt.
All right, this first one, it almost looks like he's kind of riding sideways a bit. It looks a bit silly and all you see is the front, but the second one, it's not too bad. It looks a little squirrely here and there. If a motorcycle was that loose, there'd be some major safety issues. But it's overall, these three shadow videos aren't too bad. Well, that's it for today's video. Leave a comment on what other bikes you would like me to do in the future. What old bikes are not made anymore that you would like to see an AI rendition done. And I can do some more videos like this. This was honestly a lot of fun, a little bit of a challenge for me, but this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed making this. Thank you and have a good night.